Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers.
You may have even heard the likes of Elon Musk with his new initiative to merge the human brain with artificial intelligence in order to save humanity in the future.
This isn't wacky science fiction. In 2006, Matthew Nagel was the first person to have a BrainGate system, and here's Matthew using the BrainGate to play a video game.
So many companies are launching these earbuds and headphones this year that have sensors that are built in.
The newest way to monitor attention is through a device like this one. Earpods that can pick up brainwave activity and tell whether or not a person is paying attention.
Rather than a mouse or a keyboard, you can simply swipe with your mind.
You mentally move the cursor to the left and scroll through your brain data over the past few hours. You can see your stress levels rising as the deadline to finish your memo approached.
In more than 5,000 companies across the world, employees are already having their brainwave activity monitored to test for their fatigue levels. I'm talking about wearable devices that are like Fitbits for your brain.
So if we could understand everything about the brain, what impact would it have?
We can pick up emotional states like, are you happy or sad or angry? We can pick up and decode faces that you're seeing in your mind. Simple shapes, numbers, your PIN number.
When you understand the brain, do you have access to that person's consciousness? I mean, if you know every thought and feeling and desire and dream.
What you think, what you feel, it's all just data. Data that in large patterns can be decoded using artificial intelligence.
Your mind starts to wander to the new colleague on your team, whom you know you shouldn't be daydreaming about, given the policy against intra-office romance. But you can't help fantasizing just a little. But then you start to worry that your boss will notice your amorous feelings when she checks your brain activity and shift your attention back to the present.
The coming future, and I mean near-term future, is these devices being the primary way in which we interact with all of the rest of our technology. And I do believe that within many of our lifetimes, we'll see healthy people using implanted brain technology as well. Then we can decode complex thought.
We use a baby aspirin size chip that has 100 hair-thin electrodes that get implanted in the brain. All the bone and skin is closed, leaving only a connector about the size of a penny that sticks through the skin, which is where we attach and get the signals from the brain.
All aspects of the implant are being integrated into a tiny chip about the size of a grain of rice. One implant alone will observe the activity from a few tens of electrodes. But then by using multiple implants, we can achieve the scalability we require to hundreds or thousands. But for this to work, each device needs to be independent. So when we put all this together, we will have a next generation implantable technology. It will allow us to effectively and reliably communicate between a living brain and our IT systems.
When you arrive at work the next day, a somber cloud has fallen over the office. Along with emails, text messages, and GPS location data, the government has subpoenaed employees' brainwave data from the past year. They have compelling evidence that one of your coworkers has committed massive wire fraud. Now, they're looking for his co-conspirators. You discover they are looking for synchronized brain activity between your coworker and the people he has been working with. While you know you're innocent of any crime, you've been secretly working with him on a new startup venture. Shaking, you remove your earbuds.
What do you think? Is it a future you're ready for?